ready.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we are here to watch The Immortal, the movie of GOMORRAH says to watch this after season 4. I guess we're going to get the backstory of how Ciro got the name The Immortal. I'm looking forward to watching it. You guys already know that Ciro was my favorite character in the show. Hands down, no contest. But since he died, of course, Jenny took that place. He did what he needed to do. At first, he wasn't, because I think for the first 2 seasons of the show, you know, I understand, like, in the second season, the transformation of the character was great. But he still wasn't my favorite because Ciro was still around. Right? So, he was definitely in my top 5, but I was carefully keeping an eye on him as a character because I know there was room for huge growth potentially. I am 4 seasons in, and in my opinion, because our opinions, our reviews, and our thinking is all subjective, our list of top 10 shows or whatever is very subjective, but I think GOMORRAH is better, both in writing, both in exposition, in my opinions, sound, just the feel of this show is just better, in my opinion. And I'm 4 seasons through, and maybe I'm just prisoner of the moment, but we'll see when we get to the review of how they end it to see where I stand. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, we're gonna be watching the movie The Immortal. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how it is. Thank you guys for tuning in for all this time. We got a season to go, baby, in this movie. So if you want to see more episodes of GOMORRAH, if you're watching this on YouTube, go check it out over there on the Patreon. Pretty sure by the time you guys are seeing this movie that we absolutely is done with the GOMORRAH series over on the Patreon. So if you want to just watch the final season after this and not have to wait for me to upload 1 episode a week for you, go check it out on the Patreon, man. It's the best way. I appreciate you guys. So without no further ado, let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review. Camelot was on this too. Didn't Camelot help with the Last Kingdom too? I think they did. I'd be wrong.
Quando ero piccirilla e stava all'orfanotrofio, lo sai che mi dicevano le suore? O terremoto è volere di Dio.
An earthquake is the will of God.
E accumula, finché uso libera e sfoga.
It's going erupts or he dies. Okay. Starting out with profound statements. Are we really coming back all the way here? Oh, let me relive this? They really gonna let me relive this?
Sono sceso all'inferno per capire.
Sono io e te.
This is the earthquake that he survived, right? Get the actual fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all not gonna do this to me, man. Y'all are not gonna do this to me. Y'all are not gonna do this to me, bro. My heart is racing, man. The hell? Are you trying to tell me they sure survived? Is that what they're telling me right now? Are you telling me that Ciro survived? Did Ciro survive?
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is.
He just opened his eyes. Who saved him? Bro. We're not even 3 minutes into the movie, bruh. Are they bringing back? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting here right now. I mean, if you don't watch this movie, and you say, okay, I'm just gonna jump into season 5, there's no way you'd be like, what the heck? Did I miss something? And they're doing an entire movie about him, and I thought this movie was gonna be about like how he came up with the Savastanos and everything, like what happened, because we heard the story of him surviving the earthquake. That story has been told. I think it was back in season 1. I don't remember exactly, but the story was told of why he got the name. It's like he can't die, because we've seen it multiple times. It's just like they've tried to kill him so many times, and he keeps coming back, whether it's mentally or however. This is my favorite character, man. I had come to terms with him being gone. A whole season have come to terms with Ciro being out of the show, and now after the season you gonna drop this. This just solidified what I just said in my intro right now, which I know my guys on Patreon are not gonna know what I'm talking about, because that intro is not gonna be seen until this comes out on YouTube. But what I was saying in my intro just now is that Gomorrah at the end of season 4, in my opinion, is better than The Sopranos. And I gave The Sopranos high marks. And this opening in this movie literally just solidified it for me. Like, I have no doubts that it's a better show. And it's not even because they're bringing back my favorite character, because that's not what solidified it for me. It's how they just did that just now. Look at how they filmed that. That was nothing but awesomeness. I can't find a better word. Let's just get it, man. I can't believe they're bringing back this character, man. I can't believe it. And where is he? Is he in another country? Has he been in in Kier this entire time while season 4 was going on?
Allora io vera che rilaserisce. Immortale non uccide nessuno.
Bisogna fumare. Ti dai una sigaretta.
Is he the one that set this up so that he would be saved? Like, how did they know how to find him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have questions.
Gennaro dove sta?
Frate sta buono. Steve in coma, si è ritirato con la sua famiglia.
Perché mi tenevi chiuso?
Was in a coma, okay.
Stai qua dentro, perché nessuno di te sapeva che sia ancora vivo. Diversamente non so come va a finire sta storia. Dio ti ha voluto vivo, ti ha dato una possibilità. È un peccato che tu non la sfrutta. Andare là fuori, non tieni più a nessuno che ti aspetta. Te ne hai, Ciro. Sto ora prende un canale importante e oggi bisogna di uno come te. Ti posso regalare una vita nuova. Pensi.
Bro, I still can't believe it, bro. Must have been the best kept secret. Man, I thought this was gonna be like, this is crazy. I really thought this was gonna be a flashback movie of them just telling us the history of Ciro or something like that. Bruh. The Immortal indeed. What is this guy gonna help him out with? Z towers? What is this? Is this Italy? Is it somewhere else?
Yuri Doboshenko.
That sounds Russian.
Da qui vede tutte le città. Questa è il grattacielo più alto di tutta Lettonia. I
Latvia.
lettoni erano parte di grande
Well, there you go. Here's a Russian
ma
reference.
sono diventati il
The
cuore
asshole of Europe.
Non hanno capito che noi russi qua siamo ancora i padroni perché comandiamo economia. Don Daniele mi ha parlato molto bene di te. Sono sicuro che faremo ottimi affari.
Il carico sta arrivando. Dopodomani facciamo la consegna.
Did Ciro set this up?
Andiamo.
Okay.
Amici.
Friends? This man said friends. You don't look like a friend. Are these Russians too?
Anche vostro è paese bellissimo.
All right.
Lui è aimless, nostro capo. Porci russi credono di comandare in casa nostra. Ma si sbagliano. Per questo ci serve la tua cocaina.
A me non mi interessano le vostre guerre. Io sono un broker. Segno droga per conto di un venditore. E il venditore mi cede in accordi con i russi.
Se vuoi fare il broker, devi prima restare vivo, italiano. Sappiamo che i russi pagano 20 al chilo. Noi lettoni paghiamo 21. O fai gli affari con noi, o puoi morire con i russi. Ma vale la pena di morire per una guerra che non è la tua.
Posta che sono.
Always being dragged into
Ci
some
serve
shit.
una risposta presto.
My question is, how the hell do they know so much about this damn... about where to go get him? They must have an inside man.
Donna Ni. Ci pensi?
So he's in Latvia. That's so far from Italy. Who's this?
Buongiorno, Don G. Don Daniele mi ha mandato a pigliare.
This look like somebody I know. I reckon. Why is he looking at him like that? I don't understand. It looked like he recognized him.
I suoi condanni è nostro. Mo ci ama, così conoscete pure a tutto quanto noi.
Quello non è merce. È personale. Faccio che mi avete trovato in alloggio. Ma deve essere portato tutte cose là.
Non sta nessun problema. Poi ci pensi. Tutto a posto, ce ne potete mica.
Culture is all about that survival.
Voglio. Tengo l'onore di presentare la persona che ci ha mandato Don Daniele. A questo momento sarà con noi. E stiamo a sua disposizione per qualsiasi cosa. Dici, questo è il braccio destro mio. È esso che mantiene il rapporto con la gente in Napoli. È l'orgoglio mio. L'hai cresciuto con mano figlia.
Stavamo aspettando, Don Ciro.
Questa è la paranza mia. Tutta roba contraffatta in questo paese. E scende da sto magazzino. Non mestiere di magliare si mi meglio. Forza, voglio, andate a faticare. Era.
Is that his daughter?
È esso che va a preparare la casa.
Oh, this is visually his wife. You look like you don't want to be there. Jeez. Just let it go, bro.
Ciro, le buttate quelle che ti ha chiesto?
Sono qua.
Sei grosso, sì.
Voglio rindicare ci sta ceramica, è quello che ci serve a noi. Guardate, imparate.
What do you use the ceramic for?
Per raccontare la storia del merlo. Oh, non ce la raccontare più.
È più numero uno. Non l'ha mai fermato nessuno.
Però c'è vicino perché io chiamo numero.
Una volta tenevo 7 vedette la finanza a
Sette,
pies.
vedi? 7.
7, vai giù. Era notte, stavo mare da bestia. E sta così forte che si picciaio.
Okay.
Bravo. Tutto quanto che ci rispettavano, che passavano in mano. E si riposò da tutto quanto.
Ma come si fa a diventare così?
Non aveva mai nessuno. Ne aveva paura di niente.
Non tengo paura di niente.
Nothing like a good lesson on being a criminal. Tickets.
Allora sta vita un po' per te.
Ma tu vuoi diventare come lui?
Isci. Più forte ancora.
Alright, taking the radios. Wow.
Andiamoci a cuccare.
So what? They just take them? Is this the orphanage? Or is this where a bunch of kids live?
Ciao Bruno.
Ciao Anita.
Hai visto l'abito?
Vabbè, è successo qualcosa? La casa sta a posto.
Sono venuto qua per parlare. Tengono problemi, serve una mano. Ma non è una cosa facile.
Io per te facessi qualsiasi cosa.
I don't know. I think Ciro knows this dude. I just don't know how. I don't remember her. I feel scared for all of these people, man. You know? Where are they going? Is he sending some to them and then some to the Latvians as well? Is that what he's doing? Because they're going over here to go see the Russian. Oh, Ciro is not here. They were supposed to meet with Ciro here. Ah, shit. Did Ciro just serve them up? Holy shit. Oh, they do got it. I don't know what happened here, but dude went in the back for something. So I'm thinking that I don't know, bruh. Did he, like, serve them up? Is that what I'm thinking? It's like, who did he betray?
Hai fatto la scelta giusta, broker.
Me se siamo più una voce.
Actually, you guys are not. You're the butthole of Europe. So. So he sent them to delivery. Because at first I was thinking he served them up, but then I was like, who did he betray? Did he betray them? Or did he betray... You know? Damn. They had it in the kids' coats. They brought it over as well. This is crazy, bruh. Because I was like, why would you betray them for the Latvians? It's just like, bro, you got a bigger power play to play here with Russia? You don't want to go to war with Russia. You just don't. If you're talking about in this kind of thing, like you guys are just a butt. I'm sorry. Let's see what he does.
È un piacere fare affari con te.
That's all you give me? Alright. At least we get to have a drink together.
Da questo momento io e te siamo fratelli. Tu avrai la mia protezione e il mio bene.
Giù buono, no? Mamma mia che abbiamo combinato. Siamo stati bravi.
Ma mo che succede?
Non prima. Mi sta arrivando.
Non da succedere proprio niente. Abbiamo sbagliato a fare sta cosa. Questi traffici non abbiamo niente a che spartire.
Verde ha ragione. Queste cose sono pericolose.
Se magari si trasinventa sto business, a famiglia ci morì fame.
Ma noi non ci morimmo fame, bro.
Guardate, a me non mi basti più. Immagino tutto cazzo sta sembra che capacalata.
Non le hai mai fatte queste cose. E fatica tutta la vita in mezzo e pezzo facendo e truffa. Che se siamo noi. Che sta è la vita nostra.
Tu pensi che non sono buona, vero?
Io tengo paura, Virgine.
I know that's why. But they're looking at it like this is an opportunity for us to, get in the game, make more money, drop the wad right now. That's what he's coming to do. He's like, yo, you just made that. Okay? What are you going to do now? Yeah. Just drop the wad on them. See what they do. That's probably a $1 million. Well, seems a little small, but let's see how much it is.
Quanta sorte.
Se volete potete faticare con me. Ci sta convenienza, ma ci sta pure rischio.
Ci sta dando un'opportunità eccezionale, grazie a G. A noi Ronnanilla questa fiducia non ce l'ha mai data.
A questo momento basta la parola mia. Ma non è una pazziella. È una cosa grossa, pensateci. La scelta è vostra.
Siamo sicuri che abbiamo la possibilità di scegliere?
In da vita sta sempre la possibilità di scegliere.
There's always a choice, baby. That's what I tell people. Even if it seems like you don't have one, you always have a choice. May seem like an impossible one, but the choice is there nonetheless.
Ciro! Oggi mi ci sentito vivere per la prima volta dopo 30 anni. E non mi ci mai ascoltato di Ciro.
It's not Bruno, right? It's not Bruno. Is it Bruno? I know they do know each other, but it's like, is it really Bruno though? It's been done so well so far. It's done really well so far. I'm liking it. It's amazing what these actors do in these like silent scenes. It's one of the things that I talked about during this series, the expression of what they do that really carries the story, because there's a lot parts in the series where we're seeing people traveling in cars, and that some people might argue to say that stuff is not necessary. Like a lot of these episodes could be 25, 30 minutes, right? If you cut out a lot of those scenes out of the episodes. But it's important. And the reason why it's important is to show transition. Okay, they're heading here. Let's use this to build tension. You get what I'm saying? Because all right, where are we going next? Where is Jenny going? Right? And you see him traveling in a car, and they show his facial expression while he's going over there. Or there's a tension. Maybe what they're going to go to this place to go see. And it builds tensions, the anxiety of it all that it brings on us, the audience. I think it's probably the first show that I've seen do it in a way where you're seeing these transitions. They use scenes to show transitions instead of just cutting from one place to the next, and we know that they're going there, and it just goes to that scene, and probably see them pull up with the car and just go in, and they just do it so well, and it keeps you intrigued, it keeps you in the moment, it keeps you awake. It's just done so well. You see how they're doing this scene right now, right? With this, where I have it here pause, where you have Ciro in the middle, and you have the other kids. They're all piled up together. If you notice, he's by himself. That's a beautiful shot right there, because not only are they telling you in this scene that Ciro is kind of always been alone by himself, even when he's with people, he's like alone. He just stands alone by himself. He gets saved alone. He's the immortal, right? And they do a great job of showing that without somebody saying anything. They own this bakery or something? Well, don't waste the food. Did he not see any of that? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Sono 4,50, Dio.
Ma come hai contato?
A metà come sempre. Se potevi mai buscare un contatto mio, bro. Prendere e lasciare, hai pigliato.
Questo contatto lo tiene un contatto di merda.
Tu non tieni nada.
Ma ci rubiamo culo per 2 brucchi. Vai giù. A parte la vostra. Ciro. Bravo. Bruno, che c'avevi fuori davanti a 3 anni?
And he pays him separate too. Okay.
Ma che ero merda?
Ace, metti se voglio trasino un giro di sigaretta. Finalmente è arrivato il momento, amici.
Mamma mia, fra, ma ci ho affidabile a tutto quanto.
Ciro, dici. Sto sentendo come canta nell'angelo.
Stella.
God damn. I want to know why you're staring at a little boy so hard. That's what I want to know. Or maybe she's not.
Stai troppo bravo, sister.
Ti è piaciuto?
Assai.
Che la canzone sti Manotti?
Oh, so she was looking at Bruno. It's kind of weird how they framed that just now.
Camabrida.
Damn, he's been influenced since a young age, man. Jeez.
Ciro, e tu? Non mi dici niente? Ti è piaciuta la canzone?
Mi è piaciuto, mi è piaciuto. Secondo me tu devi andare la cantante più forte al mondo.
Oh, poteva cantare. Ma che cazzo stai dicendo? Non mi preoccupate, è successo.
Yeah, he definitely would have caught some fisticuffs too. It's like, you're drunk, buddy. Well, at least he used to smile. That's crazy, bruh. How many, like, since we've been watching this show, I want you guys to tell me if you guys have been keeping count. You're probably not. How many different ways have we seen so far in this series of how these people smuggle cocaine? And none of this is far-fetched. Not a single one of these methods that we've seen is not far-fetched to think that this is happening today. Because it is. Is this done?
Che fai? Stasera viene a festa. Loro ci tengono assai.
Non sacci.
Who is this? Oh, the husband.
Inizio con me.
Sì, guardi, è arrivato tutte cose. Uno rivogliono che ascoltava una carica e te canava la situazione non è buona. La polizia ha sequestrato una carica nuova che è arrivata. Mo stanno tutto quanto come potranno.
Oh, so he's hearing about what happened in season
Tutto quanto
4.
dicono che era un giornale che stanno fatto buono e solamente tutto cose.
But he got right back in.
Sta buono però, seppur cattata una bella villa un po' possibile. Siete stati assai amici, tu issi?
We were brothers.
Siamo stati frati.
Oof. I could write this show.
E mai Anurata non avesse mai sparato.
He did it because he was forced to. Yep.
E perché?
Perché si deve una ragione buona per vivere.
Ma dopo tutto quello che hai fatto si fanno tornare un posto in merda come acchista. La verità? Non è tempo che parla per ogni cosa. Se tenesse potesse essere la moglie, ma non sa pure bene una volta.
Moglie te va bene.
Ehi.
Pensi che stai non fai niente per ogni cosa.
Se fosse stato combattere loro sì, ma coraggio non si accatta.
You can't buy courage. You damn right.
Io non tengo coraggio. Io non tengo paura solo perché non tengo più niente da perdere. Quando è stato
Not afraid because I ain't got nothing left to lose.
Ha perso tutto quanto.
Siamo una famiglia di.
E va meglio mio con loro vicino. Stiamo lì.
That's real. That's real. Damn. I'm like halfway through the movie, and I still can't believe my nigga is alive, bro. That's crazy. I wonder why they decided to do this, or this was the plan all along, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong on this, because I could be wrong. My theory is that ratings probably went down. Did the ratings go down for the show and you kill their favorite character, like people stop watching the show probably, and they decided to bring him back? Is that what happened? Let me know. That's just my theory. Could have been something else. It could be that this was in the plan all along to bring back Ciro. They were planning the movie and everything to bring him back in season 5. If that was the case, if that's the case and they planned this out, this is how they planned it from the get-go, it's brilliance. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
È arrivato il carico nuovo. Domani facciamo la consegna.
Quanto è che facciamo buoni affari insieme allo sviluppo del Cirenca?
I don't know.
Un anno.
An hour?
Sono
Damn.
cambiate tante cose, no? Avevo ragione io. Abbiamo vinto la nostra guerra.
Ci sta sempre sta luce strana dentro a questa città.
Molti dicono che questa luce fa diventare pazzi. Un anno Sochi senza problemi. Dobbiamo festeggiare.
Stasera tengo già un altro impegno, però.
Tu sempre tieni altri impegni. Come un uomo con famiglia che la sera deve tornare a casa. Ma lo sai pure tu. La gente come noi non si può permettere una famiglia.
Well, he doesn't have any family. Thank you very much. But I get where you're coming from. Why does he still have his ring on? He still has his wedding ring on, which is the first time I'm noticing that. You think that he likes her? He probably does. She probably reminds him of his wife, possibly. I don't know. And she keep, you know what I'm saying? She look like she want to throw something his way, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I think she's the one that wanted him to be there.
Ciro, sono tutto quanto bene. Sono come una guapa. E tu vedi che mi sa allora. Oramai è diventata la valenza tua. E così, io mi sto facendo vecchio. E da già dice una cosa. Io ho pensato che è arrivato un momento per tornare a Napoli. Voglio tornare a casa mia.
Quando?
La settimana che viene. Ci ho organizzato già tutte cose. Sta tutte cose pronte.
Why are you going back exactly?
La responsabilità della paranza ci ho pensato di lasciare a Virginia. Se per te non ci stanno problemi.
Nessuno problema. Quello che va buono per te va buono pure per me. Buonanotte, Bru.
It is fucking Bruno, man. I think that's the first time he said it, because I was like, all this time nobody knows who this dude is. I was like, is this Bruno? It can't be. But it is, that's why. That's why he was so struck when he saw him at first, because it's like, damn, dude.
Mangiavano tutto quanto con l'occhio. Vabbè. Pure Ciro tu guardava.
Sì, la guardava. Ma che cazzo state dicendo? Ma perché ti arrabbi?
Mamma, ma che fa?
E non volete quello che paghi?
Ah, perché capire tu?
Io vi conosco solo. Che non decidere più niente.
I don't understand. Aren't you married? Why are they talking about this so openly? Like, and they're all married.
Ha già portato roba pulita. Se ti disturba posso tornare da volta.
Tras.
You can't do it, Jerry. Even if you wanted to, I wouldn't advise you to cross this line. But then again, you know, Virgilio he probably would let Ciro be with his wife. Soft ass nigga. He probably would just accept it. He probably would be mad. I'm sorry.
Ha già lasciato le lenzuola pulite.
Yeah, I know. Could you leave? Thank you. Notice that too. Can you leave?
Non ti voleva.
Oh, really?
Non ti volevi prendere a casa mia.
Oh, I didn't want you in my house. Okay.
Teneva paura te.
So that has changed, I'm guessing.
Poi tempo è passato. Ha già capito. Ti ha già giudicato male. Poi cosa sono cagnato?
Yeah.
Che cagnato.
She has
Sono contenta che stai qua.
She has very kissable lips. I'll give you that. Did he cut off his hair when he was... Yeah? Oh, he's just getting that slick back. Why are you out here looking like Floyd Mayweather? He kind of looked like a white Floyd Mayweather, ain't it? A little bit. Which girl is he going to see? Oh, really? Did something happen? Maybe they got into an accident and she died. Maybe she was looking at him at the party. Ew.
Buon, adesso ce l'ho. Ti ho fatto un regalo.
Sono bellissimi.
Tu ti meriti le cose più belle della vita. Che sei un angelo.
Io non sono un angelo.
Ciro had Riz, though.
Dice così.
Perché gli angeli stanno in cielo.
E sto alla fare una trofia. Dice che la mamma era un angelo. E stai in cielo. Tu sai, guarda la mamma tua.
E come ha già ricordato? E siamo abbandonati che tenevo 2 mesi.
E perché?
Perché non mi volevo.
Invece io devo fare sempre come te.
Però non c'è fatica.
Ma cazzo sei?
Gunshots! Clearly!
Ma che cazzo è?
Russinat, canta scodai! Lasciamo stare! Lasciamo stare! Ma che cazzo sei? Ma non può!
And they don't kill them?
Мне очень жаль, Чиро. Но тебе придется поехать с нами.
Why would the Russians do this if it's them? Business was good.
I miei uomini. E 150 kg di cocaina e la vuole indietro. Tu lo sapevi quando arrivava il carico. A qualcuno di voi piace chiacchierare?
Dici?
Ciro, non ci imbussate noi. Te lo giuro, non ti hanno tradito.
Musac.
Was it the...
Non ci dicevo. Sono stato bravo, eh?
Now is not the time to look for validation, my guy.
Mo ce ne andiamo a casa.
Yeah, somebody talked.
Il responsabile sei tu fino alla consegna. Per cui il problema è tuo.
Il problema è mio, i responsabili sono io, allora li lasci
No, sono la mia assicurazione che risolverà il problema. Ti do 4 ore prima di ammazzarli tutti quanti. Они не виноваты. Блядь, тихо!
Hey, yo!
Non te le prendere, sono solo affari.
It's just business? That was so unnecessary!
Non posso fare tutto da solo, mi serve qualcuno.
Uno solo.
O Bruaiz.
Here we go!
Sei mi fottuto, Ciro! E te rimo gol! Ciro! Che cazzo fa? Ciro! Ciro!
Ciro, secondo me stiamo facendo una stronzata.
What is the idea? I don't even know, bruh. It's crazy. He goes to see the Latvians. They're like, he knows it was them. I don't know why he's holding Ciro responsible for this, because he knows who took it. Because he didn't get to kill this dude.
Hai coraggio a venire qua. Ti posso uccidere anche adesso.
I russi lo sanno che sei stato tu. Stanno arrivando. Tu tieni una possibilità per ti salvare. Vuoi tornare a essere padrone a casa tua? La maccirerà tutto quanto.
Perché mi devo fidare di te?
Perché mo sta guerra è pure a me.
Ciro has always done what he needs to survive. That's the thing about him that you can't underestimate. He will do anything he needs to do to survive. Alright, so he bailed on...
Che cazzo è successo? Stai tutto confuso.
La finanza ci stava a rete.
A finanza?
Immagina città a mare. L'acqua era congelata. Pareva un pinguino.
Asciugati.
La barca della finanza si è fermata e Bruno se n'è scappato.
E Bruno Moro sta?
Al momento che stavo tornando, non qua, non sto un chicca con te.
Qualsiasi cosa mi succede.
E sono sempre qua.
Perché ha fatto così?
E se la faranno buono, faccio pure un sacco di regali. Oh, Bruno!
Ma mica abbiamo combinato. Si sta rossa, Ciro. Ma mi piglio scarpe, fammi presto. Ma come ti è venuto in capo?
Bella buona!
Mi salvate, Ciro, mi salvate. Se stiamo buoni a chi sto io, casa Ciro faccio sciacca all'occhio. O Merlo ci ha convocato in locale suo.
Va bene?
Ma per fare un cuovo nei sordi.
Fosse Dio, Bruno.
E fai cimma, te lo giuro.
Mi faccio tardi.
Ti aspetto asciugato.
Why do I feel like there's not a happy ending? And we know both of them survived. God. Music is so loud. Jeez. The disco?
Buonasera. È figlia a me.
Aiunge, sei tu che sei chittato a mare per fare finanza. Bravo, Ciro, vieni a così, vieni. Cazzo ha fatto? Una creatura così scelata, a crescere gruppata così strutta. Tu non posso tre volte più rispetto alla disca fisica che te. Questa è la terza volta che può fare il capadossi per rischiare per il locale. Non può capire che fai che te righi, ma se no ti piglia a capo c'è. Tu creatura merita qualcosa di più. Vattene a tu stella, va! E cagli questa camicia che fa schifo.
Okay, so Blackbird is a asshole.
So buono se non l'essere sputato in faccia.
Seen some parallels, situation here.
L'avrei voluto io un padre come te.
So what happened and made them split up, though? So what if they get, they get chased?
La strada aiuta. Significa che è venuto un momento e ci mettere in proprio, Ciro.
Oh, you are going to steal the guy's stuff?
Vai!
Oh, Luca, questo mi ha piazza stasera sempre.
Tranquillo, frase, mano all'aria.
Ma se Merlo se ne accorge, si arrabbia.
Ma sto cazzo lo merda. Mi fatica a me se sa busche so.
Ciro, ma che sta facendo me?
Bruh. He's been in this shit since he was a little youngin', man. That's crazy. Well, we also see that, you know, from season 1, we saw that they don't care about age in the show. If they gotta train a kid to kill you, they don't care. Well, Virgilio is dead. The rest of them is still alive.
Dove sta Virgilio? Dove sta? Dove sta Virgilio?
He did.
Mi dispiace.
How is it that the women weren't there?
Tengo bisogno dell'aiuto tuo.
That again, too. I guess they weren't cutting nothing up today. Plus, they weren't helping. They do help with the cutting up. That's true.
Tengo bisogno di te.
E fai una cosa per me.
Ho voluto cercare tutte parti. Mi avevo messo paura che ti era successo qualcosa di brutto. Omella sta incazzato con te.
Mi ha fatto una stronzata.
You think?
Grossa assai. Ma volimmo rimediare.
Io? E come?
Vado a Merlo. Portalo qua. Issa si fida di te. Dici che siamo venduti.
Non volevo chiedere scusa.
Abbiamo sbagliato, ma non facciamo più.
Ma di sicuro che si capisce.
Capisci? C'era questa sera abbiamo risolto tutte cose.
Can't believe that
Ci
he's
ammazza via stile che canta.
trying to. Can't believe that this is probably what caused the split, because you're sending him into the lion's den. Why would Blackbird is, I mean, he's an asshole, but he's not stupid. Why would he take his word and come here? He probably is sending the dude there to get himself. He probably sending Ciro out here to get himself killed as a sacrifice. Probably like, give me your son. You know what I'm saying? It's probably what he did.
Lo sai, bro. Io sta gente rispetto. Fanno quello che fanno per la terra a loro, la famiglia a loro. Il rispetto pure sia a tutto che se non ci credo. Non ci imparate a piccirillo. La gente come noi è condannata in coppa a sta terra a rimane solo.
Sei pronto?
Tu sei pronto?
Andiamo. Brozzo.
They actually, I can't believe Blackbird actually came back with the kid, bro. Dude has got to be the dumbest criminal. And I'm here talking about he's smart. He's actually, yeah, this seems very wise. Blackbird. Dude is dumb, bro. There's no way I would have walked into this trap. Couldn't be more obvious. I gave him too much credit. What did he just say? Hold on, I missed something. He said something to him just now. I didn't get the subtitles. Did he say I knew it was you? I think he just said to him I knew it was you. Where are you taking us?
Lo sai che sei stato tu.
Fuck, dude, it was Bruno? That's what it was. You was trying to rob them so you can go back to Naples? Naples? So why did you go this far? Is this a real Italian singer? Seems like it. Bruno, man.
Ho pigliato freddo e mi alzavi per 30 anni e non è servito a niente. Mamma redava i forni in grande.
A Virgilio l'hai ucciso tu?
Io non volevo che moriva Virgilio. Io volevo che moriva tu. Perché devi pigliare la vita mia. E perché sta quando sei arrivata? Io ho dato tu un solo pensiero. Chi lei da fottere.
Oh. Nigga.
Shin!
Get it! Yo! Bruh! Yo! I'm sorry for screaming in the mic.
Quando hanno detto tiene paura, bro. Ma come? Non hai imparato tu a me? Da vita. Ne avevi paura niente, ma anche morire. Ma tu non sai che significa. Easy. Perché io sono morto già.
You gonna let the Russians deal with them? Damn. He ended the war for them and delivered them the culprit. Why is she with them?
A Ciro.
Give her the honors? It is a gift you don't deserve.
Per te non ci sarà né pace né perdono con passaterra. O a te. La città a te.
The Russians are gonna kill him.
Zачем? Mai lasciare i nemici in vita.
Quella che pensi pure io.
Damn. So is he gonna take over the Rush? Bruh. Yo!
Oh, Agio! Piacere a te. Che ti porto a conoscere la doppietta savastana. La prima cosa è
Dang!
Hai capito, Ciro?
Attilio, I know who that is. I just can't remember.
Ciro, questo è per te.
Personale.
It's personal from who? Is that his boss? Isn't that the dude that Don, whatever his name is, that met him at the hospital? Is this Jenny? It is. Fuck, dude. Yo! Bruh! I'm so happy. I am so happy. I am so happy. I know this show, it is showing a lot of the dark side of the world, and you know what it's like, what the mob is actually like. You know what I'm saying? The accounts of it all. But man, on the other side of things, when you actually look at this, when you actually take away that part of it, and I know it's hard to take away that part of it because it's criminality, and I'm not here to sit here in reality and glorify that, because I'm not glorifying it. But you can't help, when you watch TV shows like this, you can't help yourself from rooting for somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit here and condemn it all just because It's not a documentary. You get what I'm saying? You can't help but feel that way about these people. You can't help but feel something for these people because they are human nonetheless. So, after saying that, I'm gonna say this. This is probably one of the best movies that I've watched in a very long time. And it's not just because I love Gomorrah and I'm trying to suck it off or something. I'm telling you in truth, this is one of the best movies. I've only seen a few movies in probably the last year. I've only seen a few movies because everything is just too woke, especially when it comes on to American media. So if you are in Italy and you're watching my reaction right now and you're watching my review, you probably can't understand what I'm saying, but I'll try to get some translations for my videos, I promise. Right? But it has just become such a bore to watch American media on a consistent basis. Right? The last movie I saw was John Wick 4. That's the last movie I saw that came out in March or February. I don't even remember. That's the last movie I watched. That's the last movie I watched. Other than, no, I watched The Last Kingdom too. The Last Kingdom, Seven Kings Must Die is the last movie I watched. Right? And that was great as well. But when it comes on to what this movie meant, of course it's not a standalone movie because you can't, if you watch this movie by itself, you won't understand its true meaning. This is a movie that you have to watch at the very least after season 3 of Gomorrah. You cannot watch this movie just like how Seven Kings Must Die was. You can't watch Seven Kings Must Die and have not watched The Last Kingdom because it's a movie that's going to reference a lot of those things and you're not going to understand a lot of what's going on. Same thing in this movie. It's not to say that there's stuff in this that couldn't stand alone, but you won't understand the gravity of that final scene. You won't understand the beginning of this movie. You won't understand a lot of things that they're saying. Hey, you know, when he's checking up on Jenny and all of this other stuff, you won't understand. So it's not a standalone movie. And I love me some Seven Kings Must Die. I loved that movie, but it's not as good as this. It's not as good as this. And this is a movie for a series as well. It's not as good as this. This is the best movie I have ever watched for a TV series that they decide to do a movie for. This is the best one. This is the best one that I've ever seen. This movie from start to finish had me so engaged with watching it. The flashbacks to his childhood, how he got into the game, and then when they connect everything to Bruno and everything, it was brilliantly written, brilliantly shot. I can't stop praising the people that are responsible for this show. And that's the reason why I said, even in the beginning, it solidified my argument in my opening for this reaction, that it is a better show than The Sopranos. I don't know how y'all are sitting there saying that The Sopranos is the best TV show of all time. It can't be. It can't. I used to hold Game of Thrones as the best. While watching it, I used to hold Game of Thrones as the best, but they fucked up the ending. Right? They messed up the ending. So they dropped out of my top 10 because they messed up the ending. So they didn't even give me a decent ending that made sense. Everything about season 8 of Game of Thrones was absolute garbage. It was all spectacle. None of it meant anything. You can't put 2 and 2. You can't put 7 seasons of all of this goodness, and then it turns into absolute baloney because they didn't have any source material to draw from anymore from the books. The writers for the show are absolute garbage on their own to create a decent ending. Or they could have just waited. I would have waited. Probably would still be waiting because the book still ain't out yet. Either way, The Immortal is the best in-series movie that I've ever watched. 2 hours of just absolutely great storytelling and great ending. Just everything that they did in this movie was just great. There's nothing to dive deep into either, because finding out that Ciro survived in the beginning of the movie sold it for me. I now want to see what this movie is going to be about. Right? I want to see the rest of it. I want to know what this is going to be about. Jenny was not in it. Right? What is going on over here? Ciro remained true to his character. He's a survivor. He's a survivor. That's the reason why he's called Immortal. That's why. Because he's a survivor in all means. Imagine Bruno being the adult in this situation. Literally could have gotten Ciro killed. Literally didn't give a shit about him, really. That's why he keeps trying to screw him over, because it's like, now you're living the life I'm supposed to be living and all of this other stuff. What an ass. What a complete pussy. I can't even find words to describe this dude, man. First of all, why do you have kids involved doing all of these crimes as well? You got your girl killed and you almost got Ciro killed. If Ciro wasn't a survivor in this situation, we probably made up some story and told Blackbird. I wish they could have expounded on that scene a little bit better, instead of me assuming that Blackbird is just this idiot that decided to walk into a trap because he trusts this kid. Right? I wish they could have included, because that, I'm not saying that this movie is perfect. Don't get me wrong. Not because I'm, praising it so much. It's not perfect. I think there's things that they could have done that could have made continuation a little bit better, but it didn't throw me off, not one bit. But I think they could have here and there. But it's not anything that would have, you know what I'm saying, make it 10 times better or anything like that. That's a tad bit better, right? This movie is so good. I was sitting here for 2 hours and I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. Like, I wanted to see everything. I missed one little part there just because I checked to make sure that I was recording again on my other screen over here, and I missed what he said. But I went back to hear what he said, because it seems like I read it, but I didn't register exactly what he said when he said, "I know it was you." And I was like, wait a second. He said, "I know it was you." I'm like, I didn't even was thinking that it was Bruno, because he said that he was leaving. He said he going back to Naples. I didn't know this dude was really over here trying to screw over Bruno, but the way how they set it up and the way how they were doing the flashbacks versus what was going on in present, brilliantly done, because it kept me in the dark about these two characters for as long as they could. You know what I mean? Because I thought they were reuniting buddy again. That's why when Ciro saw him, he was so stunned. He's like, this nigga's really still alive out here? I thought this dude was dead. What is he doing here? You know what I mean? Why is he picking me up? And even through that, Ciro was still trying to be friendly with this dude, and he tried to screw him over again. And we know that Ciro really liked Stella. Liked him, maybe even loved her. But of course, we know the two of them couldn't really be together like that because, you know what I mean? Because she's way older than him. Way older than him. Like, she got at least 10 years on this kid. At least 10 years. Right? Because I don't know how old he was at the time. He looked like he's about 9, maybe 10 years old in the flashbacks. I think he's about there. You know, he could be 12 too, you know. But this movie was so good, man. I can't stop even thinking about it because real recognize real, man. This was a really good movie. This was a really good movie leading us into season 5 of this show. So good. So good. So good, man. So good. I loved it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. I'm going to give this movie a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. As I said, even though there are things that could have made it better, the music, the remix of the theme from the TV show as well, where they do it in kind of like an orchestral style, that was pretty good. The sound was, does the continuity, everything that took place in this movie, nothing felt out of place. Nothing felt out of place. And then you have that beautiful ending with Jenny coming, I think Jenny is the one that it seems like it's his boss head, because he just killed the boss, and it seems like Jenny must have found out that he's alive, killed his boss and took the business, and it seems like that's what happened. I don't know for sure, but I'm just like, from what I was seeing, it seems like that's his boss that got killed and his head sent to him as a present. So that's crazy. It could have been that the Russians did it as well, killed him. But you guys can tell me and clarify for me whose head was in the box, because I think it was the boss that came to visit him at the hospital, the Don, right? That was putting him in charge of his drugs and stuff like that. So I'm not going to assume it's Jenny. It's more than likely it's the Russians that did it, because he said to him, because Ciro said to them, it's like, no boss. So they decided to kill the Don for Ciro so they can have some direct connections. And this is probably where gonna lead into season 5, where you're probably gonna need these Russians' help or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. This was just so great. And then, you know, you see the tears in his eyes when he saw Jenny, man. And Jenny pulled up. He's like, my brother is alive. You could tell. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I stopped the movie to talk about how they use facial expression and exposition and setting and just set pieces to just no dialogue, and you know exactly what's going on. You can imagine what's going through these characters' minds. They do that so brilliantly in this show. I'm gonna say it again. The Sopranos have to take a seat to Gomorrah. They have to. And I'm not even done with the show. They have to. I'm sorry. If I had Sopranos at #1 TV show on my list, it would have had to move today. It would have had to move. It would have had to move. I'm sorry. It's the only thing that I can compare it to. It's not the same type of TV show. Don't get me wrong. It's not the same type. It's just that both of them kind of falls into the same, what it's about, mob, family. You get what I'm saying? It kind of falls into the same category as what we're writing about. But the difference is, as I described, is that The Sopranos was more about family, right? And the family just happens to be a part of the mob. This show is about the mob. And these people got families that could die at any time, right? So family is really precious to them. Don't get me wrong, the Sopranos family is super important, but the stakes are not as high as in Gomorrah. The stakes are just not as high. It's crazy to think how far these two have come in their journey together. It's crazy to think about it because I look at it from this point of view of what they've been through. From Ciro killing his mom, right? Killing his mom. He knew about it, tried to get revenge on Ciro's family, got shot. Ciro shot him in the church. You get what I'm saying? Him still being alive, surviving. These two are really the two immortals in the show. Then they decide to put their differences apart. Jenny could have killed Ciro, let him survive. Then Ciro lost his, you know what I'm saying? Then he lost his daughter by Jenny's father. So it's kind of like makes them kind of even in a way. And then Jenny realizes that his father is just not going to give him the time of day. So he decided to let Ciro kill his father because he's the one that's responsible for killing Ciro's daughter. And then they just become so much more closer and stuff like that. After, you know, Ciro came back again. And then, you know, he was trying to help him in the background. And then they got mixed up with the Blue Bloods. And then, oh my God, just their relationship is so unique. Something I haven't seen in a long time in any TV show, of two characters, brothers, that just, it's crazy. Now realizing how young, in this movie, how young he got involved with Savastan, he was probably there or came in when Jenny was like just being born, or maybe he was like a couple months older. Probably she was probably pregnant at the time. You get what I'm saying? This is nuts. This movie was so good, man. So good. So good, man. Oh my God, this movie was good. If you share my sentiments for all you guys over there on Patreon, man, let me know in the comment section. And also when this hits YouTube, let me know in the comment section as well, guys. Let me know how you felt about this movie the first time you saw it. I think it's one of the best movies for a series that I've ever watched. Not one of, the best that I've ever seen, right? There's not a lot of series movies out there. You know what I'm saying? Like movies for that spin-off of TV shows and stuff like that. There's not a lot of them out there. This is hands down the best one that I've ever seen. The best one. They didn't try to milk the movie for everything it's got or anything like that. They stayed concise. They wrote a story. You know what I'm saying? And now it seems like Ciro is gonna have, it seems like he gets back a now girl with some kids and stuff like that. So this is probably a family he's gonna fight for. That's crazy. This man actually did introduce Virgilio. You know, Bruno actually introduced this man. It's like I raised him like my own son. That's how he introduced him. And then you tried to screw over Ciro by doing this and getting the dude killed. I think he didn't expect it though. I'm not gonna say that because I don't think he thought that Virgilio was gonna get killed. But if that was a result of it, I wouldn't have been sad if it was his wife that popped him. I'm just saying, man. If I was if I had a criminal empire, if I did, loyalty would be so important to me. Like I'm talking about, and you still got to watch your back nonetheless, but it would still be important to me. And I think that when you find that one person you know you can trust, like say a Jenny for Ciro and Ciro for Jenny, when you find that one person, man, where you know will never stab you in the back, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy to find, but when you do find it, it hurts, man. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. This movie was so good. I loved it. Hopefully you guys loved it too. As I said, Patreon. You all my Gomorrah people over there. Y'all never comment, pretty much. Only a few of you sometimes. Let me know. comment on the damn movie, man. And when it gets to YouTube, I know you guys will comment. So leave your comments down below. Let me know how you felt about the movie the first time. This was such a great watch. Loved it. Didn't feel like I wasted my time at all by watching this. They made it matter. That's important. So love you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll catch you guys for the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.